We would like to welcome Evangeline Costa, who will speak about the impact of GWG Grantee Trees Upstate.
Thank you. I'm Evangeline Costa. I'm honored to be the first community outreach and engagement manager at Trees Upstate, where I had the privilege of working directly with the neighborhoods benefiting from the trees funded by GWG. Today, I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships, but I wanted to take a moment to talk about this tree planting that we did. I'm happy to share that the profound impact of the GWG grant, which enabled us to plant 250 legacy trees that are expected to thrive for over 100 years. I may not be around to see it, but please, somebody check in and send me a note. Imagine these trees with expansive canopies. Think of oaks, tulip poplars, eastern red cedars, your favorite redbuds, my favorite magnolias, and ball cypresses. I love those too. In 2016, through Trees Upstate's Neighborhoods program, we planted these trees across Greenville County, specifically in Nicholtown and West Greenville. The Neighborhoods program, which is the name of the program that we worked through, aims to provide tree equity in areas that are often under-landscaped and typically low income. We encourage community members to come together to plant trees in front yards, in parks, in playgrounds, trails, and along streets. These trees not only enhance the quality of life, but also foster community pride. Your grant provided more than just financial support. It's been a catalyst for transformative change in our communities. After 10 years, these trees have reached approximately 15 to 20 feet and provide shade, visual appeal, and create a cool, inviting environment. And I tell you, this past summer, it was a pleasure to monitor these trees. Each mature tree can absorb carbon emissions from about 11,000 miles of driving each year. So one mature tree can do that. Imagine that times 250 trees planted will reduce roughly, let me do the math, 2.7 million miles of carbon emission. And that's on an annual basis. This significant reduction helps improve air quality, especially benefiting children in low-income areas where there's a propensity to have higher disparities in respiratory issues. But the true story of this initiative goes beyond the numbers. Let me share some personal stories that illustrate the profound impact of the trees in our communities. So here, we start with Maria. I love Maria. Maria became a tree captain, and she signed up 90% of the residents in her community. That's a feat unheard of. As a dedicated tree captain, she also didn't just engage with the community, but she also recruited 17 members from her church and arranged for her family members, for each member to receive a tree. Her leadership transformed not only the landscape, but the spirit of the community, creating a lasting legacy of environmental stewardship and unity. Let me introduce Emilian and her 2 children, and they live in West Greenville. This family planted 2 trees, each with its own significance, and one tree, she said, represented a tradition from Nigeria, her home country. This tradition is of planting a tree to celebrate a child's birth, while the other tree represented their commitment to sustainability and to resources to this new homeowner. So she's excited and not only to improve their environment, but embody the principle of protecting their resources and celebrating the 300 volunteers that we had that day. And I see one here now who joined us. For them, these trees turned into powerful symbols of hope and a sustainable future. Lastly, I want to talk about Carol, and Carol is in the center photo. And I hope Carol is not here because how I have to describe her. Carol said, "Evangeline, I can't plant a tree, but I can help. I'm too frail." I didn't believe it for a moment, but eventually I took her word at it. But she made a significant impact in a different way. Carol supported the volunteers. She provided refreshments, she took photos, and she celebrated their efforts. She was out there for 2 hours thanking the volunteers for planting trees in her neighborhood. Her involvement was a powerful reminder that conservation can be as close as your front yard. Carol's support highlighted that every act of participation, no matter how small, is crucial to the success of community projects and helps foster our shared values of conservation and sustainability. Now, these stories highlight the profound impact of GWG's legacy trees. They are more than just greenery, they are living monuments. They're living monuments of our community's value and our efforts. They provide shade, beauty, and a sense of belonging, reminding us of our collective power to make a difference. I want to express my gratitude again to GWG for all of your support, because it's hard to talk about trees on a daily basis. Because to us, it's more. And I hope I've conveyed that to you, but if not, there's a quote from Father Hardaway of Grace Church in Anderson. And since we know I'm not a minister, bear with me. But he said something that I thought was profound, and it really moved me. And I think about it every morning when I get up, because we are up before dark, and we are out in the communities, and we are planting trees, because it is more than just a tree. And Father Hardaway said, "Planting trees is a radical gift of hope and generosity. It's a pledge to the future. It's a gift of shade, of fruit, of beauty, and of rooting the soil into place, of cleaning the air. It's a gift that matures slowly for another generation to reap its benefits. It's a physical act. It's a physical act and a radical gift of hope and of trust that the future belongs to God and that the future is worthwhile. So we plant trees. It's simple, it's elegant, it's profound. Planting trees is so much more than planting trees. Thank you.